It is no secret that Elon Musk is famous for his technological abilities. Therefore, Russia is getting a little jealous of his success and is trying to make things less exciting, and Musk is threatening them in response. But how will Elon oppose Russia? To know more, watch the video till the end. Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. In this video, we'll talk about Elon's response to the matters regarding the war between Ukraine and Russia. As of today, the billionaire has lost his status of being the ultra-rich mastermind. As per the records, no other person on the planet has a fortune of over $200 billion. However, the status of the ultra-rich was lost by Elon Musk. Why? That's the same question people have been asking every day. Continue watching to find out why. The billionaire's fortune decreased by $13.3 billion as per Bloomberg. Currently, the fortune of Tesla is about $198.6 billion as per the Bloomberg Billionaire Index. The company suffered losses due to the stock market being bearish. The company suffered continuous losses and the value of the Tesla shares kept decreasing for 4 days straight. Tesla shares reached their lowest value in mid-October due to the bearish market being caused by the hassle of the war between Ukraine and Russia. As of now, Elon Musk has suffered a total loss of $71.1 billion this year, which is more than the combined losses of the 3 richest people following him in the list of the billionaire. The decline in the sentiment of the market was due to the geopolitical situation between the two countries, Russia and Ukraine, and also because of the aggressive sentiments of central banks. However, Elon still stands on top of the richest man's list as of now and has still not stopped helping the people of Ukraine who are still under the oppression of Russia. As per the latest reports, the president of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky, has phoned the genius CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, Elon, and has thanked him for his continuous support on Saturday, March 5th. Countries like Ireland sent help by giving access to Starlink and have also sent Ukraine a truck with satellite dishes. During the conversation, Zelensky agreed on the delivery of another batch of trucks with the same satellite. But what do these satellites help with, and why are these satellites being sent as help during war? Let's explore this further. These satellite devices allow people to access the internet via satellites in the Earth's orbit. In January, Ukraine launched its first satellite in almost 11 years with the help of SpaceX due to the trust between the president and Elon Musk himself. SpaceX's Falcon 9 launch vehicle with 105 satellites, including the Ukrainian satellite, was launched from Cape Canaveral recently. The president himself has invited Elon to their country after the situation between the two countries settled down. Starlink, the satellite of the internet constellation, helps the people to gain access to the internet even in this hostile situation where the Russian army has been continuously destroying the Ukrainian infrastructure every moment. Currently, the internet network is working pretty well in terms of speed, but it is expected that with time and as the war proceeds further, the speed and quality of the network will deteriorate. The satellite Starlink will supposedly be the backup system for maintaining internet access for businesses, enterprises, the IT industries, and the government industries as well. Elon, in one of his interviews, has also said that he will be helping in blocking the Russian media, which has been engaged in enraging the mass regarding the political propaganda on the internet and for a very long time, and that too very skillfully, spreads rumors and disconfirms the people of Ukraine and Russians themselves. People have asked Elon Musk to block the Russian media on Twitter to stop the political propaganda, but Elon refused to block them in the global Starlink satellite communication system after the start of this special military operation in Ukraine recently. He proclaimed that the governments of some countries had made certain requests to him that specified that there is no Ukrainian among them. The billionaire called himself an absolutist in terms of freedom of speech and said that he would do it only at gunpoint. Awesome, right? At the same time, he warned about the changes in SpaceX's priorities. The company will now focus on cyber defense and overcoming signal interference. According to him, this will cause small delays in the launch of the rocket and the Starlink V2 satellites. In the background of the situation of Ukraine, several Western countries have excluded Russian media from the broadcast grid. It is noted that the European Union has imposed a ban on the broadcasting of RT English, RU, RT Germany, RT France, and RT Spanish, as well as Sputnik. Elon Musk could also have stopped the production of Tesla cars in the Russian territories Federation, just like Mercedes, BMW, and Volkswagen. The Russian car market has plunged into crisis due to economic sanctions and heavy fluctuation in the car market exchange. Many car production companies have also stopped supplying their cars to the territory, but as of now, there have been no reports on stoppage of Tesla car supply in the Russian territory. Will Elon do this? Elon Musk had earlier planned on planting an electric car producing plant in Russia. However, as of the current situation, this idea seems quite unlikely. Therefore, there won't be any Tesla cars being driven on the Russian roads. The United States is already planning on banning purchases of Russian oil as a part of sanctions for conducting a special military operation in Ukraine. The White House is totally against the idea of a special military option, as they are afraid that it would further increase the fuel energy prices. According to reports, currently, Russia hasn't been able to export its oil. This is implied from the fact that 70% of the Russian oil hardly reaches its consumers. One of the leading oil-consuming companies has also reported that it has not been able to make a deal for several days. Thus, buyers are looking for an alternative to Russian oil. The US President Joe Biden has also decided to block more than half of the tech imports to Russia to hit a strong blow to the armed forces of Russia. This will also harm their aerospace industry and their space program. This will in turn decline Russia's ability to compete economically. The American leader Dmitry Rogozin proclaimed that they have already blocked Russia's access to radiation-resistant microelectronics for space purposes. However, this did not lead to a halt in the Russian space program. Dmitry Rogozin also criticized the sanction against Russia on Twitter. Dmitry proclaimed that the sanctions imposed against Russia may also affect the space industry, which may in turn negatively affect the future security of the International Space Station (ISS). If the cooperation with Russia is stopped, who will save the ISS from an uncontrolled descent from the Earth's orbit and falling to the planet? Elon Musk hilariously replied to this statement by claiming that his company, SpaceX, could do this. Director General Rogozin then proclaimed that Elon Musk is taking the side of the enemy by supplying Ukraine with equipment and providing access to broadband internet. The group of Elon Musk who defected the enemy and provided subscriber equipment to the Ukrainian military. He accused the businessman of helping Ukraine. Rogozin also noted that the new development that Elon has been planning on is also connected to the Pentagon. So he's been doing this for a long time. SpaceX is a Pentagon contractor. I've always talked about it. There's nothing like that here. They compensate the price of their Falcon 9 rocket at the expense of the amounts they receive from the Pentagon. Rogozin first threatened to cut ties with NASA after Russia's first invasion of Ukraine in 2014, when the US was fully dependent on Russian capsules to get to and from the space station. After analyzing the sanctions against our space industry, I suggest to the USA to bring their astronauts to the International Space Station using a trampoline, he tweeted at the time. Roscosmos, whose Director General is Rogozin, has taken new measures in response to Western sanctions. Elon Musk responded to the recent attack on the head of Roscosmos, Dmitry Rogozin. The founder and CEO of SpaceX once again teased the Russian official with a concise and a humorous tweet of 2 words: American broom. Oh, what is this broom on which you can pour into space? Elon Musk has always been hilariously smart about his tweets, which is proven by the tweets he posted against the Russian official. But the war is still going on and we don't know yet who will stop whom. But to stay updated, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Check our newest video on the screen, you will be amazed.